Well, welcome to the Top Gun Show. Today we have Tim Bucher, the CEO and founder of Trattori Farms and Winery on the show, who happens to be the sponsor this month. So I'm really excited about this show because I want to get to know you, Tim.
Uh-oh.
This is up close and personal, like Oprah used to talk to people, make them cry. I'm not going to make you cry, but
Okay.
I want to find out, like, you have an amazing career. I already talked about the fact that you have 40 patents. You've worked with Bill Gates and Michael Dell and Steve Jobs, and they were successful because of you, in my opinion. Humble but accurate opinion. But you and the winery, and you've got so many irons in the fire and things going on. I just want to ask you up front, what drives you?
Well, that's a great question. And I have a very passionate answer about that. What I am driven by is impact, making impact in something, whether it's in another person's life, whether it's in a charitable organization, or whether it's in a market that never existed before and creating a new product or service that can actually, create something new. So right. I think that's sort of a fundamental thing about an entrepreneur, and I classify myself, not that I say I'm an entrepreneur, but other people say I'm an entrepreneur. But when you try to make impact in anything, I believe you're being entrepreneurial.
Right.
So that's what really gets me going.
Yeah, that's incredible. Well, you are an entrepreneur. I mean, I know you hang out in Silicon Valley. One of the last episodes that we did, you talked about that's where a lot of your ideas come from, is your friends in Silicon Valley and the ideas you guys kick around.
Yeah.
On
the tractor.
And on the tractor.
Right.
You have the largest tractor collection, I think, in the world, and the only Bucher tractor in the United States.
That's right. Yes.
Fun facts you're finding out on the Top Gun Show. It's incredible.
It's a tractor I brought over from Europe, from Switzerland in 2004 and restored it. And it happens to be our mascot here in the tasting room, which is where we are right now. It's literally right over there. And it's also on every wine bottle that has Trattori on it.
That's great.
It's our mascot.
That's great. Well, you're just still climbing up the hill of your career. You're not over the hill, so to speak, because we're about the same age.
Yeah.
What's next for you?
Wow. Well, I really believe in innovation everywhere. And so whatever it is I'm doing, I want to inspire innovation with the rest of the team. If there's a team there, like for example here at Trattori, I tell our controller, our finance controller, you got to innovate. And he innovates, and I tell our head of marketing, I tell our head of sales. So innovation is, I believe, needs to be everywhere, and that's something that I want to continue doing for the rest of my life, whatever it is I'm doing. So we've got a lot of great opportunities at Trattori in the wine industry, and you can say, oh well, it's the COVID era and hospitality is getting hit hard, but that's when you have to really innovate.
Right.
And so I am keeping my right foot or my left foot, whichever one, in high tech, and doing a lot in there. And I'm doing a lot of research in ag tech, which I believe is something we need to do more of as we move forward to help feed the world. So I really want to spend the rest of my life innovating and doing it in areas that I'm really passionate about, and I really feel can help make that impact again for society or for one consumer or a million or a billion consumers.
Right. I think, with these last few episodes that we've done since you've sponsored this month, I think you've challenged so many of the millions and millions of viewers that
Millions.
are billions of viewers that are CEOs and, am I stuck because of COVID, or do I need to innovate? And because so few people are innovating right now, it's a great time to be like Tim. Instead of be like Mike, I want to be like Tim.
Well, in all honesty, innovating is not easy, right? I mean, it's very scary to innovate.
Right.
And that's something I think all the CEOs that you have watching the millions, that is, you think about it, it's like, well, what am I doing? What am I doing enough? What's my next step? And everybody worries about that. And my advice is to just do, right? And channel that anxiety or those concerns or whatever it is going on into doing something about it, just doing something. It's super important to try, If you don't try, you will never know.
Right.
So I think it's a challenging time for sure. And I don't encourage everyone to just quit their jobs and try something new, but try to do it on the side and then go for it. But always try to find something that you're actually passionate about, because then you'll find the energy and you'll be able to channel the bad energy into that good thing, and hopefully something will come of it. And guess what? You're probably going to fail more than succeed. But my philosophy, as is I think everyone's philosophy who's an entrepreneur, is to fail fast and get onto something new. Right. So just keep trying, though, is the main thing in this era we live in, and I think in any era, when it's good times, do that as well.
Yeah, that's perfect. I've done over 200 of these shows, and I'll tell you that has to be some of the best advice that we've ever talked about. So thank you for that. In fact, I don't know if you know this, but I interviewed Elon Musk on the show a couple of months ago, and I asked him, what person would you like to meet, living or dead, the top person you want to meet? And he said Tim Bucher. He did. He did.
That's so funny, because in January I think I said Elon Musk.
You did.
We got to meet each other.
Yeah, you do. Well, we'll pull that off. Pull that off. Tim, thanks for being on the show.
Thank you, Steve.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Cheers.
Thanks for watching, everybody.